All right. Awesome. We should be live in Make Money. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. For those live in Make Money. Hello, everybody. Doing this again. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't know why it does that. Okay, here we are. All right, can everybody hear me okay? Drop it in the chat, let me know. Okay, awesome. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mindy Diebel and I live here in Boise, Idaho. And you guys, we are so excited for you to hear about an amazing opportunity. Tonight, we're going to talk about the two main areas that everybody wants to improve or change. If you think about it, what are the top two New Year's resolutions? Everybody wants to get healthy, right? And what's the second thing that everybody wants to improve or change? Is their finances. You know, we all know that money doesn't buy you happiness, but being broke doesn't either, right? I've learned that. Money is about options. It determines the house you live in, the car you drive, the time you spend with your family, the vacations you go on or you don't go on, right? And really even the charities you give to. And so we're going to talk about options for you and for your family. We have people jumping on from all over the place. What I would love to know is where you are calling in from. So make sure you drop it in the chat to let us know where you are calling in from. If you're watching this live in our Facebook group, drop it in live. If you're watching the replay, type in replay. But I don't want to take any more time, because we have some experts on the line tonight that are, very focused on health. And as you know, our health is truly our wealth. I mean, we can make millions of dollars, but if we don't have our health to enjoy life, then what good is our life, right? And what I love about the company you're going to hear about is that we provide incredible resources for you to win in the health arena, and very focused on things that everybody wants and needs, impact products. And so before I go into how this can all work for you, I want to introduce a gentleman who is a rock star in our industry. He's helped so many people have success with their health and with their finances. He has been in the health arena for over 20 years as a registered nurse. But then in our industry for many years, just helping people in those two main areas. And he's going to talk a little bit about our company, what we are doing. And what I can tell you is if you've ever wanted to be at the right place at the right time, okay, with a company that has an incredible niche and timing is huge, this truly is it. So grab a pen and paper to take some notes. And I am going to give it over to registered nurse, top producer in our industry, Mr. Aaron Jenkins. Aaron, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your knowledge and giving us, insight on what we can do to have better health. So here we go, Aaron.
Hey,
thank you.
It's so good to be here with you guys. Obviously, I've got a little sidekick hanging out with me. She may be in it. That's okay. So I can still talk about everything that's important with this. But guys, I'm a dad of 8 kids, and so this is kind of our life. And so that's one thing we love about this is you can do this industry, you can do this business with family, working a full-time job, amongst other things. So I just want to show you that this is real life, and we don't play up to who we're not. We're big on character. We're big on integrity here at this company. And so I have the fortunate opportunity to be on this call sharing with Miss Mindy Diebel and then Mrs. Jen Laurie also. So I feel like small potatoes compared to these two rock stars. So I'm excited just to have a little piece and a little time to share my heart with you guys, which we're going to kind of focus in on that. But I'm going to share my screen with you guys here just a moment. Bear with me. Get this popped up here. Can you guys see that okay? All right, right on. Okay, I'm going to pop this on the main screen. Perfect. Okay, so our company, Trinot. I've been in this industry for 10 years, and this is my 3rd company. We've been, my wife, Christy, and I have been with this company for over 3 years. And one of the things that I noticed about this company, first off, is their leadership. Anytime that you're looking to go and partner with a company, you want to look at the leadership. You want to look at how they operate in their own lives, where they came from in their business pathway and things like that. And our 3 leaders are some of the very best in traditional business and not just the network marketing space. They have been super successful before they even created Trinont. And so Trinont was one way that they wanted to do to impact the most people that they could possibly. And so what they did was they partnered together to impact 1 billion lives for good over the next 30 years. That's one of the things that I love about this company. It was also founded debt-free in 2013. That's another thing that you want to look at. You know, how are the finances of your company? Are they in trouble? You know, are things like that. You want something that is stable and going to be something you can ride out for the long term, right? I look at Miss Mindy Diebel and her family, and Mrs. Jennifer Dowd and Mr. Darren Dowd, and just how they have been in this industry 30 years doing this, 18 years network marketing. You know, combined experiences is crazy to think about on this, but the fact that they have been here for over 7 years now at this point, and they have just been, before they even had health products, guys, they came when it was just a wealth company. So this company was founded as a wealth company, helping people with their taxes, helping with life insurance, helping with credit repair, things like that. And those are all still available to you as an associate to be able to share to people, as well as to be able to take advantage of for your own family, financial advisors and things like that. So there's a dual side to Trinont. It's not just a health and wellness company, but it's an overall wellness company. Recognized multiple times in magazines and top 500 Inc. magazines for growth, like for privately held companies in the United States, top 50. I mean, it's amazing what this company has done in a short period of time. Our 3 pillars of Trinont Health are health, wealth, and community. We're looking at health and beauty products that make to work together to elevate your everyday. Wealth education tools, support to help you build a wealth legacy and your own financial future. And then our community is the best. Not only do we look inward in building our own community, like our culture here, but we also try to serve the places that we reside in with our Live Where You Live. We have a commitment to quality as well. Most of our products you're going to find are based on raw, whole foods and plants. It's incredible, the quality and the ingredients that they leave out here that you're going to find in other places that actually have been proven to not be great for your bodies. So we have third-party validations. We're GMP certified, which means that they check the ingredients when they hit the warehouse. They check it again after it's put together to make sure that you're getting the highest quality of what we have product-wise here. We have tens of thousands of success stories, and we're hoping that that's going to be for you as well here shortly. In 2024, like our wellness trends, being a nurse, you know, I've seen all kinds of health issues over the years, working in ICU, surgical trauma ICU, recovery room, taking care of people post-surgical. And now as a nursing supervisor, it hasn't really changed in the 20 years of nursing that I can tell you. And that's because of where we found ourselves with the foods that we eat, with our sleep patterns, with the water we're drinking, the antibiotics we're taking, like all those things. And I'm happy to get to talk about the gut health side of things here tonight. But some of the top things that we've seen right now in 2024 that are trending: semaglutides, sustainable intermittent fasting, sleep recovery, hydration hacking, CBD going mainstream, beauty and simple solutions. Guys, 46 to 50% of consumers are looking for products that our company can address. So partnering with our company gives you the ability to share the best with so many people. Where are we as a society? Only 12% of Americans are metabolically healthy. That's a study from the University of North Carolina. So let's flip it the other way. 88% are not. That's the easiest way to look at it, right? You think about that. 12% is not the number I'm paying attention to. It's the 88% of us that are not healthy. Childhood weight management issues are expected to rise 60% in the next decade. How many of you guys have kids? I mean, this is something that's your legacy, right? As a parent, it's your legacy. In 2021, 464 million people had glucose management issues, predicted to increase to 638 million glucose management issues. Who on this call does not know somebody with blood sugar management issues, right? I don't think I know every one of it touches all of us, right? You may be that person at this point, but it's also the 8th greatest cause of death, according to the CDC. So we got to do something to change this, right? I'm going to skip over this stuff because I'm not talking about that. I'm going to let Ms. Lori hammer that. But this is where I'm going to pitch a tent here is enrich. It's our gut health, right? So thinking about gut health, my wife was just reading some things to me, and we were running some errands, and gut health starts from birth, right? And it actually is passed down to you from your mom. Okay, so whatever your mom's gut health bacteria flora was, whether you were born vaginally or C-section, that's what you got, right? If you were nursed or you were bottle fed, that impacted your gut biome as well. So this stuff starts babies, guys, right? Like, so internally, even with mom, like you being in the womb, up until You know, like your think about our allergies, you know, like up through 3 years old, like that's where most of them are set into place as well. But then we get intolerances with different things. Sometimes it's a matter of, you know, foods being introduced to us at too early of an age. Processed foods, things that just make our bodies go haywire. You get an ear infection when you're a kid, they throw you on an antibiotic, and that wipes out your gut flora when you're a kid. And then as an adult, even, you know, like taking antibiotics for viruses or like bacterial viruses and things like that. We just Antibiotics are just being thrown at everybody right now. And so there's a lot of resistance to those as well. So people aren't even getting well from the antibiotics. But what it's also doing is it's racking your digestive microbiome, your gut microbiome, which is where 70% of our immune system is located. So thinking about that wise, so if my gut is not healthy and my immune system therefore is not healthy, you're going to be more susceptible to inflammation, to sickness and disease. Also, serotonin, melatonin, dopamine, like the feel-good hormones, all those things, 90% of those are created in our guts as well. So if that's out of balance, it's going to affect those too for that. Okay, so our bodies are out of whack, it's out of balance, and we need to get it back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, and you have to do that through quality probiotics and prebiotics to feed those, and then also digestive enzymes that will break down your food. Because guys, if you've ever eaten a meal and you felt tired, you felt bloated, it's like those things where your body's not processing the foods and the nutrients the way that they're supposed to be, you need something like this in your life. Okay, there's been a lot of damage done over the years from our fast food lifestyle, being on the move all the time, not sleeping very well, not exercising enough. No, all those things impact your gut health and your microbiome and your body's ability to absorb things. So what does Enrich do? Enrich is like a 3-in-1 product, and it's amazing. So 11 different digestive enzymes that are going to impact basically every food category that you can think about. Okay. It's also going to have prebiotics that stabilize, probiotics that are going to get to where they need to be. Okay, so that's important. It's going to increase your nutrient absorption by breaking down those foods and improve comfort after meals. And I'm going to share with you guys a video. I love this because it's going to show what this product does to a stable shelf life 5-food group, processed food type thing. So you can just see what's going on. This is my friend Jeff Belleville, who's from a naturopathic family, has grown up in the health world, and he's breaking this down for us.
Demonstrate the power of the Enrich enzymes using a snack pack pudding. As you can see, it's a solid. I turned it upside down here. I'm gonna take one of these enzymes, crack it open, and stir in these raw enzymes that also have pre and probiotics. We're gonna make sure this is really stirred around in here. You know, these enzymes are designed to be taken before meals, so we're breaking down the carbs, the fats, the sugars, and the proteins so the body can actually absorb all the nutrients from the food and help with digestion. And so as you can see, this pudding is already going through a change. And literally in just about a minute and a half, it took solid pudding and it liquefied it. I love being able to see the products that I'm taking every day work right before my eyes. And that's one of the great features of Enrich, is we get to demonstrate the power of enzymes here.
So not to like point out the fact that this is not a laxative, but the fact that whenever you look at this and you see like what makes you think about, let's talk about it. Let's talk about our digestive health. Let's talk about elimination. Because if you are somebody who doesn't go often enough or you go too much, this is going to help pull your body back into homeostasis. Your intestines are as long as you are tall. And for every foot of your intestines, it can hold up to 8 to 12 pounds of waste. Think about that. People are literally walking around being full of crap, literally. So if you think about what that's doing inside your intestines and what that leaches into your bloodstream, the inflammation and the issues that that's going to cause, guys, you get something that's going to help your body eliminate properly and break down the nutrients where you can absorb them, where your food can actually be fuel again. It's going to correct so many things for you guys. So we're not here to claim that these things cure, treat, or, you know, do all the things with the diseases are a disclaimer, right? But being on something that actually is going to be quality and it's going to work is going to change your life. Okay, and I don't say that loud. Okay, let's move on. I'm not talking about that either. I'm talking about glow. Okay, so our collagen, our advanced, even my dog agrees. Advanced 1 type collagen. Okay, so this is a liquid, hydrolyzed liquid collagen that happens to be of the 20 plus types of collagen in our body. Type 1 is 90%, makes up 90% of that. And so the ability for this, the way that it's broken down, so your body can absorb it, the peptides it's broken into, not having the junk in it, but having things like hyaluronic acid in it, B vitamins, the antioxidants that you get with this, the protein that you get with this, and then the grams of collagen that we get as well. Like the way your body can use this and see such a difference. I know people that have been on collagen for years and have not, they took it just because they know that they're supposed to, but the way that people respond to our collagen is amazing, because it's not just about these things happening, right? What you see on the external aspect of it, it's the internal. For me, like I got wrinkles by my eyes, got to smile a lot, you know, just all those things that I'm not really concerned about. But when I go lift weights, I don't want to hurt as much. I just turned 45 and I want to be able to lift weights and feel better than I did when I was in my 20s playing football. Okay. And that's what this stuff does for me. And so I just want to encourage you. I mean, I see Miss Deanna Bevins on here, who is a world champion. I would say jujitsu, karate, something like that. She just can kick everybody's butt that's on this call probably. But she is like amazing, and she will sing the praises of this collagen all day long. And so, guys, that's all I'm going to share with you tonight. Let me pop off this right here. But collagen plays such a huge role in everything. Like 90% of our body has aspects of collagen in it. And so if you're thinking about your digestive health, your skin, your hair, your nails, just all these things, it's going to be amazing once you see the results, because again, we can see the results quickly. And even the people that have been taking this product, collagen, for years, the differences they see in the absorption rate of about 85% versus a powder or a capsule that gets about 30% absorption rate, it's going to be a game changer for you. I get to step aside now and I get to turn it over to Miss Jen Lori, guys. I hope you got your notepad out, because this girl teaches me something every time I listen to her about metabolic health. And I am so pumped for the product she's going to talk about to you guys tonight. So Jen, I'm going to shut up now and let you talk, because you got so much greatness to share.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Aaron. Every time I hear you talk about Enrich and Glow and gut health, I'm just like, oh my gosh, we need this even more than we think. We need it. We need it. There's so many people who can benefit from this. Thank you. Such a pleasure to hear you again. And thank you for all your kind words for me. I personally have been on my own metabolic health journey for years and years and years. I've struggled with many different things in that arena, and some of it is because of predisposition of genetics and stuff like that. You know, everybody in my family seems to have diabetes and weight issues and all kinds of those sorts of things. And for me, I wanted to put an end to that. And so I really dug in deep and started learning more about metabolic health and started doing a lot of research and came to understand that although, you know, we have these markers that are read by the doctors, there's also a significant amount of signs and symptoms that occur before we have those big 5 markers happen, because there's 5 ways that metabolic health is measured in the medical world. So that's going to be like fasting blood sugars, cholesterol levels, triglyceride levels, like whether or not you have high blood pressure. We're also going to measure waist circumference, is going to be another way that we determine whether or not someone is metabolically well. That's in the medical world. But if we kind of look back and track, what we're recognizing now is there's things happening that are signs and symptoms that lead us up into that path of metabolic dysfunction that we weren't always connecting to metabolic health, but we really are now. And so that can be things like sleep disturbances, hormone health, mood instability, mental health, all kinds of different things. There's a whole list of things that lead us, or is our body kind of telling us that things are not going well. And if we don't change anything, then that's going to lead us down the path of poor metabolic health. So in the fall, I was so excited because I have dove in and really worked on my metabolic health. And after 40, guys, I hit a crash. I don't know if any of you felt the same way, but when I hit 40, nothing that worked before would work. I kept putting on pounds. My hormones were all over the place. Like I went to bed in one night and woke up in a new body. Like I turned into a pumpkin at midnight, and everything, nothing worked the same. And I had to come to understand that it was all related to metabolic health, and I had to get some things in alignment. And I was so excited because what we've basically done is we've put a rocket ship on what normally takes years to get, underway through just lifestyle habits and diet and stuff like that. We've put a rocket ship on being able to create those results so much faster. And being able to create those results so much faster creates the big impact that we're all looking for, right? Because it's hard when you got to like make all these changes and you don't see results right away, right? And so this allows us to see results much, much quicker. And so we launched a product in the fall, revolutionary product that had never been done before. We are still the only ones that have this in our hands, and it is been a wild ride of wild transformations. And what it is I'm going to just pull up some slides here, or Mindy, do you want to pull the slide up? I can't hear you, but
Yes, I sure can.
okay,
I can
perfect.
do that for
Mindy's
you.
got some slides for me, so that I love using slides because you can really see some really great things, right? So right here you can see what happens when we take Transform before we eat food is the glucose in the food normally would gonna go straight up into our bloodstream, but instead of spiking into our bloodstream, 50 to 90% of it is going to actually convert over to a prebiotic fiber called alpha glucan. And what that is it's a prebiotic. What that means is that it actually feeds our good, healthy gut bacteria. So it's going to have a benefit in that regard, but also it's going to stop that blood sugar spike. And what happens when our blood sugars is spiked over time, what's going to happen is our insulin levels go crazy because they stay elevated. And when those insulin levels stay elevated over time, we become like insulin resistant. And that insulin resistance leads to the hormone imbalances, the sleep disturbances, it actually turns our fat burning hormones off completely. And so no wonder we end up in this place where we just don't know what to do because nothing seems to work. So we need to create that insulin sensitivity back. And one of the things that can help with that is if we reduce the amount of sugar going into our bloodstream. And so this can really, really be impactful. So you can see in the picture here that how much the bread is going to, like, there's bread and water there in both examples. And in the left-hand one, you can see there was a capsule broken open into it. And you can see how it's turning it. It actually does turn it into a fibrous looking material in at the end of the day, which is really, really cool to be able to visibly see a product just like that Enrich product. You could see it happening. So there is some science. So this is going to really tackle the blood sugar support, right? Get those blood sugars under control, which a lot of people, what they're experiencing with that is less post-meal hunger, right? So some people will eat and they're like, I could eat again an hour later. Like, I'm just never full, right? That was my husband's experience. He's like, I could just eat all day long, right? I know I shouldn't, so I don't, but I feel hungry all day long. And his experience with taking the Transform is he's no longer hungry between meals. He can eat and just feel satisfied, which is great. A lot of people experience less cravings, less brain fog, more energy, deeper sleep. All kinds of great results happen from taking the Transform. It's so great that our company actually, like, there's such a need out there. We actually grew like 300% the month it launched, which is huge, huge, huge. And we are about to launch another product. We are going to launch another product. It is called Activate. And it is a drink that tastes so delicious. I haven't had it yet, but I'm hearing everything about what it tastes like. Mindy, are you tasting it right now? Can you describe the flavor profile for us? Just because I think it's super fun and important. Everybody's asking, like, what does it taste like?
Okay, well, first of all, it's so beautiful. The color, I just think it's Pink Day, by the way. I'm wearing my pink because we just did the pre-launch of this new pink drink. But it, to describe it, it's kind of like grape and hibiscus or whatever that taste kind of combined with a little bit of cranberry. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain
It's
it.
like Tropical,
So
tropical fruit, deliciousness, refreshing.
so
I've
yum.
all of these words to describe it.
Yes, like I want to drink the whole canister when I get it because it's so good. Like it just tastes
I
yummy.
can't wait. I can't wait. And we had this pre-launch today of our full metabolic package, which includes the Activate and the Transform. And let's just go back to the slide there and let's take a look at the Activate, because you can actually get your hands on it. So I just want to encourage you ahead of time right now, like make sure you get back to the person who invited you to watch this presentation, because they can walk you through how you can get your hands on this early. It does not launch to the public until May, but we are pre-launching this whole metabolic system called the Daily Health System. And what it can help with is, oh my gosh, like there's so many things on the list that it helps with. But one of the things that it does is it increases or I shouldn't say it increases, it actually activates our GLP-1 production. Because it's really important to understand that it's a natural hormone that our body produces, but one of the things that we've seen right now is that there's, and why GLP-1 is just like this big buzzword right now, is because there's been a recognition that people who suffer, a lot of people that suffer with metabolic dysfunction in their body are not producing enough GLP-1. So we need to get back to that root of like creating it naturally. It's very important to create it naturally and not synthetically, because synthetics can cause a lot of problems in our body and long-term damage, in fact. But I won't get into that today, but we want to really focus on what the natural production will do. So it helps with your immune system. It helps you to speed up fat burning, but also to build muscle. So it helps with stamina, with workouts. It helps with brain health. It helps to, oh my gosh, like I'm just going through the list. The list is so big of all the things that it can do. And really, it's going to increase your energy. It's going to turn you into a fat burning machine. It's going to allow you to be able to have really clear thinking, right? You're going to feel excited. You're going to feel like, but there's no stimulants in it. And that's one of the things, the greatest things is that a lot of times if you look at an energy product, there will be some caffeine or some other sort of stimulants in it. This is really truly getting your blood flowing, which is going to create the energy. So one of the ingredients in there that actually does increase blood flow. And I actually heard one of our friends talk about how she could literally feel like just like so much of that happening in her body. So I'm super excited to hear that, because that's going to be really great for working out, but it's also going to be helpful with the metabolic health, because again, those people who do suffer with metabolic dysfunction in their body often have circulatory problems also. So it's going to help with that circulation as well. Now, I actually have a friend who had this, she had amazing results with Transform, and I invited her here today to come and share, but she was unable to be here, but she did send me a video. So I'm going to play that video. It's just a quick 2-minute video. She's a very, very powerful story. She suffers from a couple of conditions that a lot of young women suffer from. And so I feel like there's someone here today that is going to definitely relate to her story, and this is going to be really powerful for you or someone you know. So make sure you listen up and share this video if you know someone who you think it would be impactful for them to hear. Can you see this? Can you guys give me a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Let me see here. Okay, my friend here, her name is Martha.
Hey everybody, my name is Martha, and I'm going to be sharing a really quick story about what Transform has done for me. So, a little bit of a backstory. I am 21 years old. I got diagnosed with PCOS just over 3 years ago now, just about 4 years actually. And my doctor at the same appointment also told me that I was pre-diabetic. So, it did not come as a shock for me, because I knew that I was dealing with some issues of some sort, and it was no fun. Anyways, a couple of the things that I was experiencing before Transform was I was gaining weight and I could not lose it no matter what I did. And I did some hardcore dieting and that type of thing. It did not work. I would lose weight and then I gain it back, and then I would lose weight and I gain it back again. I just could not keep my weight. at a regular, like I couldn't manage my weight. I had sugar cravings all the time. I wasn't sleeping good. I had terrible brain fog, like terrible brain fog. I couldn't remember things. It was awful. After I started taking Transform, so I started taking Transform in October. And in my first 90 days, I lost a total of 12 inches between my chest, my waist, and my hips combined because I don't weigh myself. So I lost a total of over 12 inches and I've kept it off since then. And like I mentioned before, if I lose weight, I would gain it right back. So that's just life changing for me. And it's been so great. Another thing, I have no more sugar cravings. Nothing, no sugar cravings at all. I'm sleeping so much better. I actually feel full when I'm eating and I'm not constantly just thinking about food. Like I feel full and satisfied in between meals. I'm not snacking as much at all, and I'm a big snacker. And so yeah, that's just been what Transform has done for me. It has been literally life changing. Oh, I don't know, did I mention my brain fog is completely gone, and that has helped so much with my mental health as well.
Is that not the best?
So awesome. I love it.
It just
So
warmed my heart. And when I found out about Transform, she was one of the first people I thought of. So maybe you're sitting here today and you're thinking of someone just like I was when I heard a story like that. And I was like, my friend Martha needs this product. It's going to change her life. So if you're thinking about that right now, just know that we have a rocket ship that's getting or jetpack getting attached to the rocket ship right now that is going to provide exponential results. You guys, I'm going to bring Martha back on to another call later when she gets Activate in her hands, and we're going to see even more wild transformations with her story. And so, yes, if you are thinking of anybody who as you were listening to her story, make sure you invite them to take a look at this recording. We do have the recording. It is also being streamed live on our Make Money Online Facebook group, and you can invite them there to take a look at it. And it'd be a great opportunity for me now to just kind of transition and invite Miss Mindy Diebel to come share, because there's a huge opportunity. We had this huge spike of growth in October when we launched Transform, and we are going to see an even bigger spike of growth with this, because like I said, it's the jet back to the rocket ship, and it is going to take business to the next level because we are on a mission to change lives. And that is exactly what we're doing. And so Mindy Diebel, I am so honored to be friends with you, to have you as a mentor. You have done some magical things in business, and you are such a dedicated leader. You always show up with big heart, and you are always so giving to everybody, giving of your time, giving of your knowledge, your experience, and we just feel so blessed to have you. So thank you for all you do. And you guys listen up, because she is the expert here. And we want to hear, because she's going to break it down on what you could have in your hands as an extra financial opportunity for your family. Because we all know that right now everybody needs to be making more money right now, because this is the world we're living in. So Mindy, I'm going to pass it off to you and let you share with everyone this amazing opportunity that they could tap into right now.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jen. I'm so excited for each one of you that just heard from Jen and Aaron. They truly are the best. And we feel so blessed to have their leadership here and their knowledge and wisdom and everything they give to us. And I hope you get excited about what you just heard, because I will tell you, this little drink is already blessing people, but it's going to bless many people's lives. And I actually didn't understand metabolic health at all. I've always been really into health, but didn't understand really how important it was to focus in that direction. But I will tell you, since we started, when we launched Transform, and I really dug into what metabolic health was all about, I have to tell you, I broke through a weight plateau that I had struggled with for many years. I'm 53 years old, and I wasn't quite, my circulation has been low up until focusing on this drink and or on these two products together, the Daily Health System. We started drinking this in January, kind of as a test run. And I will tell you that not only has it like helped with my body composition, meaning that I was telling Jen earlier that I have more muscle, like my legs look better. I haven't necessarily lost weight, but I've lost inches. My size it's better, okay, which I like, and it just looks better. My legs look better. My skin looks better, which I didn't think that the skin would be a thing, but my skin looks better. It curbs my appetite. I'm not running to the pantry just to grab the next sweet after I've already eaten a full meal. Like I don't have those cravings like I used to have, and I just feel great. And so I'm so excited about what this can do for so many people. And here's what I will tell you. If you've ever wanted to be at the right place at the right time, this is really, truly it. I'm just going to kind of tell you my story so you can see why I'm so excited for you. 18 years ago, I had a job. I was working full-time as an early education director. My husband owned 2 businesses. He was traveling all over the place. And here was our life. We either had time or we had money, but we never had both at the same time. Can any of you guys relate to this? Like if we were making money, it was great, but I never saw my family. Or vice versa. Let's say we finally did have some time and we went on vacation. We weren't getting paid. So my dream was to be able to be on vacation and still get paid. I had no idea how to create that, but I'm so grateful for this industry because when I first got started with this industry 18 years ago, I got started at the right place at the right time with a company that has a niche, okay? And it was a product that was new to market. And because of that new to market product, and my work ethic, right, and huge desire, being at the right place at the right time, guess what? We were able to build a multi-million-dollar company into many, many countries, right out of Boise, Idaho, working from wherever, and we built a life on our own terms. Now, I'm telling you all of this because guess what? Years later, you know, getting started with Tranat and seeing the vision of what they are creating, what I can tell you is we've done big things, but we're just getting started. The people that take this seriously right now, you are in a position just like I was in 18 years ago with this new product, new to market, revolutionary, basically system for you to tap into. You know, you can go create something absolutely huge. And, you know, if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, I need that system in my life, right? I mean, who doesn't, right? How many of you know somebody that would love to lose weight, wants more energy, wants to sleep better, wants thicker hair, wants beautiful skin, you know, wants to feel better personally? I mean, I just feel so much better. I feel better today than I did in my 30s with all of our amazing products. There's so many that you didn't even hear about. But what I can tell you is that there are people out there that are looking for what we have. And you can go make an impact and you're going to start using these products. And then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, my sister needs this. Like I have a sister who's lactose intolerant. Those enriched digestive enzymes have been huge for her. Another sister that's gluten intolerant. The enzymes have been huge for her, right? So you think about all of these people and you're going to start using them and then you're going to want to share them. Just like you share a great restaurant, except for you don't get paid when you share a great restaurant. Here, you can get paid. When you first get started with us, if you choose to be an associate, you're going to get your own online storefront. And then you start sharing, you're going to get paid 3 different ways. The first way is you can go out and get customers, and you're going to get paid up to 30% of the volume that you create. That's paid out weekly. So that's super exciting. Just you say, hey, you got to try this pink drink. It's going to be huge. Okay. Now, one thing I will tell you is this pink drink and this little health system will not be launched to customers till really end of May. And so if you want to start sharing these, okay, or you want to get this system, I recommend that you get started as an associate because you can order this right away. But I just wanted to share that. But you you can start getting paid. So the first way is you go out and you get customers. The second way is you can build a team. How many of you know somebody that is busy? Okay, that was me. I was so busy. And if you are busy, that's exactly why you need to do this, because this is a great way for you to leverage yourself. What if you had 10 of you out there making things happen for you and your family, or 20 of you, or 30 of you, or 100 of you, or 100,000 of you, okay? My husband and I, we thought, we've always understood the power of leverage, but we thought it would be good to do that in the business world, franchise world. Here was the problem, is that's a lot of overhead. When we did that, we're like, oh, this is not going to work. Too much overhead to leverage myself. But here you have an opportunity without the overhead to go out and leverage yourself. You start building a team, and the second way you can get paid is through bonuses, which we'll explain. In fact, in your first 9 months, you can make up to $20,000 in bonuses on top of, you know, all of our other stuff. The third way we can get paid, which is my very favorite way that we get paid, that's the set monthly pay. That's where you can be in Hawaii, Bahamas, or home in bed for 30 days and still get paid. Who likes that idea? Okay, so those are the 3 ways we get paid. Now, one of the perks in our company, and I'm just going to pull this up, is that we help people eliminate a car payment. Okay, so I'm going to get to this slide here. Oh, bear with me. We help people eliminate a car payment. How many of you love Jeeps? If you love Jeeps, drop it in the chat. Actually, if our company is paying for a Jeep for you, drop it in the chat and let our friends know what Jeep it is. Now, it can be any kind of Jeep. It can be a Wrangler. It can be a Grand Cherokee. It can be the new Navigator truck. It can be the new Jeep Wagoneer. Whatever you choose, okay? But here's the cool thing is you go out and you start building a team. Let's say you know 3 people that want more time, more money in their life, and then you and those 3 people build a volume of 1,500 points or more, then guess what? Trinot will pay you a Jeep stipend, and you can drive a Jeep on Trinot's dime. Also, in the first couple of weeks, through our customer bonuses, that first way we get paid, the regular launch bonuses, the second way we get paid, and then our set monthly pay, our goal is to show you how to make an extra $2,000 or more in your first couple of weeks. And we have a plan for you to do that if you choose to be a part of that. And then, of course, this is kind of our compensation plan here. Mainly, you know, if you want to build this spare time and just earn an extra $600 a month, you're going to love this. If you want to build this part-time and earn $1,000 to $5,000 a month, you're going to love this. If you want to build this full-time and earn anywhere from $9,000 to over $300,000 a month, the sky is the limit on what you can create. You can see these green boxes here. That is our set monthly pay. So for example, Erin Jenkins is an Emerald. Okay, now the Emerald volume, to get to that volume, it's 50,000 in volume. Now that might sound like a lot, but really, if you just help 25 people get to this first position, which our goal is to show you how to do it in your first couple of weeks, then that is a $9,000 a month set monthly pay for you. Okay, so these are monthly set monthly pays when you maintain that position. And then there's bonuses on top of that, like I said. So you know, we've helped people run to that Emerald position quickly. And as long as you do that in your first 8 months with our bonus structure, there's an extra 20 grand on top of our regular set monthly pay. And then, of course, we have trip incentives. How many of you would love to have somebody else pay for a vacation for you? You know, one of the perks of this industry is we've been able to travel the world. Trinot has sent us to the Dominican Republic. We've been to Costa Rica. We've been to Italy, to Greece. We're going to Thailand this year. We were just in the Bahamas and Jamaica and all the places in Mexico. So there's so many, you know, perks on top of our regular compensation plan that you can earn, or incentives. And so any of you that are on the line, if Trinot has sent you someplace, drop that in the chat too. You know, because I love that part. I had never been out of the country before this industry, and I'm so grateful for that opportunity as well. Okay, now we have several different promotions. One of them is you have an opportunity if you get 3 business partners and 6 customers, and you do that by March 31st. Okay, there's an extra $500 on the table outside of everything else I just showed you. Tonight, in about 13 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can actually earn this plus that, that $2,000 that I showed you. I want to show you how to earn that $2,000 in your first couple of weeks, and then in your first month, if you choose to, $5,000. But really what it takes to hit those positions, that 6-figure a year income or whatever you want to do, I'm going to be showing you that in 13 minutes on this same link. So whether you're just getting started, which I know there's a lot of people already signing up, congratulations, or you have questions or you want to share this with, a spouse or somebody, then, or significant other, just stay on this link or come back to this link in 12 minutes because I'm going to show you how to do that. So how do we get started? Well, we have several different bundles for you to choose from. We have our weight management bundle, transform bundle, health and beauty bundle. Our most popular bundle is this platinum pack. Now, these are the US bundles. We also have Canadian bundles, and I'll show that to you in a minute. Basically kind of the same idea, but this platinum pack is like our most popular because of the value. It has this full suite of products. So you get to try our products, but then there's also 20 $10 Care to Share coupon codes in this pack that you can send out to prospective customers, as well as a convention training credit, meaning you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We're going to teach you the tools and everything to get rocking and rolling. That is all part of this pack. Now, if you're in Canada, we have our Canadian bundles. We have a silver bundle, a gold bundle, and then a platinum bundle as well. And this is based on the Canadian dollars. Along with the compensation for Canada, I want you to know that it's that same, our same compensation plan, I should say, except for that it's in Canadian dollars, okay, which is exciting. So wanted you to know. Okay, now how does this daily health system work for you? I bet you that you were invited on this call because somebody said, oh my gosh, we have this new pink drink. We got to try it. It's going to be amazing. We've got some awesome things happening here. And so I want you to know that you can get this daily health system now. We did the pre-launch today and it exploded, by the way. If you would like this daily health system, then you have to be an associate to get it. But you can join as an associate on any of these bundles. And then once you're an associate, you can go to the back office and you can actually order your daily health system kit right away. But get back with the person who invited you on this call because they will have a plan specifically for you to help you get rocking and rolling, get this amazing drink in your hands, the amazing transform in your hands. And help you truly create a life on your own terms. Now, here's what we're going to do. In 10 minutes, we're coming right back to this link. So if you have questions, I want you to write your questions down. Also, I want you to think about why you would do this. Like, how much money do you need to make this worth your time? Like I said earlier when I kicked this call off, money doesn't buy you happiness, but being broke doesn't either. Money truly is about options. So no matter what your dreams are, we all have different dreams, but the one common denominator of all of those dreams, they're expensive, right? If you want to give to a charity, it's expensive. If you want to send your kids on a mission or to college, it's expensive. If you want to go buy that Lamborghini, it's expensive. If you want to just have more time with your kids, time is money, it's expensive, right? If you just want to hire a maid, that's expensive. So whatever it is that you want to go create, I really want you to think about it and then put a money goal next to that. And now in 9 minutes, we're going to jump back on this link. So just come right back to this link in 9 minutes. And I'm going to show you how to create the life that you truly want. I'm going to show you what it will take, to hit that minimum amount that you need to make it worth your time. And then long term, what that's going to create. Okay. So in 9 minutes, I can't wait to see all of you. I want to thank Miss Jen Laurie for your time. You know, I asked her this morning, hey, can you jump on? Because I want everybody to understand this metabolic health. And she just graciously did it last minute. Erin Jenkins, same thing, last minute jumped on. We have the very best leaders. You have the best to work with. Miss Deanna Bivens, I want to thank you for always being right here, helping us, you know, make these Zooms happen. And I'm just so excited for you. I want to congratulate those of you who just joined. I see that in the emails coming in that you just joined, and we're so excited for you. And we'll see all of you back here on this webinar, back in this Facebook group in now 8 minutes. So grab a pen and paper to take some notes, call the person who invited you, think about what you want to go create. In 8 minutes, I'm going to show you how we're going to make that happen. Thanks again, everybody. You guys have a great 8 minutes, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.